Welcome to Ride Along. I'm Joe Monahan. In this session of Ride Along, we're going to talk about Veeam Agents. Now, I'm not going to get into all the technical details. I'm going to be brief, because I want you to understand where the value is. Let me give you an example of where agents became very critically important recently. About a year and a half ago to 2 years ago, something happened where a whole lot of people grabbed their laptops and their desktops and they went home. That was COVID. What people didn't think about, because it happened so quickly, was their backup solutions and many other solutions were inter-office or on-prem. So within a few days, they started getting messages on their machines, on their laptops and desktops saying, hey, we can't find the backup server. We can't find this. We can't find... They're thinking, wait a minute, what's going on? With an agent, especially a Veeam agent, you are installing the entire backup solution on that machine. All of the backups are done right there. You don't have a middleware. You don't have really if you don't want it, a centrally managed process. You can have it on the client, being managed by the client. So let's take an example. You are working from home with your laptop, okay? Desktop, but let's say laptop. Probably more of a common scenario. And your laptop has a physical failure. Well, you had a Veeam agent, and you were backing up a central point where your support people can gain access to your backup content. Let's say that person is able to restore through our interface, because it's all our agents back up in the same format that our backup replication server would. So you have a physical issue, you backed up at 2 a.m., this happens at 10 a.m., they can take that backup file from that remote location and be able to restore it, let's say on a similar platform, hardware-wise, and ship it to you. Overnight it, you can come pick it up. Now, under COVID, that might not be easy to pick it up, but nonetheless, think about how quickly I can recover with very little data loss and get you back up and running on the same platform. If you're doing full backup, not just file and folder, I can restore your full disk the way it was on the last backup. Let's take that one step further. Let's say that you did a backup recently because you have the ability. We gave you that ability to back up whenever you wanted, right? So, you finished the contract, you did a backup at 2 o'clock, and at 2:30, right? You were on break or you were doing something else, and at 2:30 your machine failed. But you have a presentation coming up right now. Well, I could take that backup and I could do an instant VM recovery from your physical backup from an agent, and then you could use a tablet or another desktop, dial into the network, connect with a client to your desktop on, let's say, a VMware environment, and off you go. So what we have is versatility and recovery of a physical machine. And think about servers. You can migrate your physical servers to virtual if you chose through your backups. Additionally, once you have them backed up, you can also test those backups if you had something like Sure Backup in place. So you can test physical machine backups through a virtual environment without having to worry about standing up a similar physical environment to see if it works. That's the value that you get with an agent, but in the end, why am I using it? Because I may have a physical machine that needs to be protected, but it brings so much more than just being able to recover a disk. So I hope this helps. I'm Joe Monahan. Thanks for riding along.